What's going on, everybody? My name's Fame Fryer. Welcome back to another video where today we're going to be talking about created stadiums in the show 21. So basically, SDS announced that we're going to be having created stadiums in MLB The Show 21, and it's really broad the way they brought it up, and they left a lot of open loopholes to figure out what we're going to do with it. So I feel like personally, it's not going to be as big and as cool and awesome as people are expecting, but that's besides the point. Let me just get straight into my explanation behind it. So I'm going to start off plain and simple by saying that it's only going to be on PlayStation 5. If you didn't already know, I don't even know if it's going to be on the next gen Xbox. Don't quote me on that. I didn't hear anything about it. Maybe it's almost like special for, PlayStation players who have been playing the show for so long, like, here, you guys get this feature. This is all you. Congratulations. Of course, you can't run it on the 4 because, the 4 CPU and graphics card probably can't handle something of that style, being that it can't even handle Major League ballparks half the time. So it's really weird. But what I will say is it's a great idea because we have games like FIFA and stuff like that have similar things to created stadiums, and it's just a step in the right direction to making MLB The Show 21 mainstream and one of the biggest sports games, because in my opinion, as of now, MLB The Show cannot compete with a Madden or a 2K, but in the very near future, it very well could if it keeps working out the way that it's going. But let's go ahead and hop right into some of the things that you did not notice that I will tell you about in this video about created stadiums. So the first thing about created stadiums is it seems very open, but I believe it's going to be similar to how 2K has to creating your player, which, you design your player, you have like 15 different head options, 15 different hair options, and you can choose within that and you'll deck yourself out and make yourself a certain player. I think it's going to be very similar to that, but a little bit different, obviously, because it's a stadium. It is going to be very similar to the FIFA Stadium Creator, which has options, but it's not fully customizable. But like the weird thing, if you're comparing it to the FIFA Stadium Creator, is the FIFA Stadium Creator doesn't have an effect like in baseball a stadium has. Playing at different stadiums have different effects. Obviously, if you played the show 20, which if you're Xbox, hi, welcome to the show. I'm glad to have you here. I make show content all the time, so definitely subscribe and continue on listening to this subject. So basically, when I think of created stadiums in MLB The Show, and my issues with it is you have created stadiums and the effect it brings on a baseball. Playing at Ship It versus playing at Iron Horse is going to bring a different effect in how many runs are scored. And that's not even like talking about fences, that's just talking about like how the ball travels off the bat. That's really hard to control. So I don't know how SDS plans to do that. So that's one of my concerns, I would say. The other main concern I have is why exactly are we doing this? Like, who is like, this is what we need, man? Like, I don't get where this came into the conversation, which I'm not against it, but if you're talking about making a better game and making it more fun for people to play, I don't think created stadiums is the best option to take. I think the best option to take is fixing issues that we have right now with hitting feedback, RNG issues, and pitching feedback, which those are the 3 main components of playing this game, and it's driven me and many other players to frustration. And not just me, I play the show, whatever, but I'm talking about top competitive players, and I'm even talking about your average once a week player of the show. So it really is frustrating doing stuff like that. Although the one thing I will be happy to see in 21, if they continue, is the content with the cards they brought in. They did a great job this year, and I hope they continue it. But back to what I was saying, it's just more of a concern with why are we doing this. The other concerns that I have are just kind of minor, which is like, is it going to open up home hunting if it's online? Which, as of now, I believe it's not online. I have a screenshot that was sent to me that shows where it does not have that little online thing where it says like not online. So my guess is it's not going to be in ranked seasons, which is groundbreaking. That changes everything. That eliminates PlayStation 5 players having an advantage over everyone else. It would be like an anarchy, if they had that advantage. So I'm really happy they're doing that. And it's the step in the right direction with doing the custom stadium, which I don't even agree is the smartest thing to work on with the game if they spent tons of time on it. But yet again, maybe this is the reason I'm not developing a video game, and the people at the show, Nation and San Diego Studios, are. Without that many other concerns with the fact, I just don't even know what to go on about with the issues. The issues aren't there, but let's go ahead and get into the features. So some of the features that I picked up from the video is that it's going to be fully customizable, so you'll be able to customize beyond the outfield. You can make it look like the Field of Dreams. You can make it look like many things. I will even link the video down below for you guys to check it out, but please wait for this video, or maybe you can come back and, you know, watch that video and bring in your feedback with it. So I feel like there's a lot of different options with what you can do. I still feel like it's going to be similar to like a 2K creating your player where you have like 15 options, and like I said, it's just like, it's a weird idea. It's a good take of putting a lot of effort into making your game better, but it's a weird idea of doing so. I think that if they want to do this, I don't know how you're going to be able to have Created Stadium only on PlayStation 5 and not have it on PlayStation 4, because people are going to be home hunting and only play on PlayStation 4. I mean, the only people on PlayStation 4 will be playing on the road. But that brings me back to what I said earlier about how I think the fact of the matter is people aren't going to be able to home hunt, because it's going to be only for offline play. Because if you're telling me that my PlayStation 4 that I currently have cannot run a Created Stadium and I can't create my own stadium, how am I supposed to be able to play on the road at a Created Stadium? That absolutely makes zero sense. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. It has to be an offline thing. There's no other way to say it. Like I already showed that screenshot, I just feel like it has to be an offline thing. There's no other way they can run this properly without it being an offline thing. If it's an online thing, then they should just wash the idea while they can. I'm sorry, SDS, I'm sorry, Ramon, but you all gotta just wash this idea. This was a great idea in sense of making the game more interesting, but it's not gonna be effective if PlayStation 4 users can play at it, but they can't create their own. It makes absolutely no sense, which I don't know that much about PlayStation specs, the PlayStation 4 versus 5. I know a decent bit about computers. I built my own computer and stuff, but I just don't know like information about specs and stuff, so I can't say wholeheartedly, oh yeah, this isn't gonna work, you know, with the CPU processor and all that kind of stuff. So I'm not gonna dive into that. But what I will say is I even play at Ship It right now. My PlayStation 4 sounds like a jet, and I clean the dust out of it. And it sounds like a jet, and is pulsing out more hot air than like Texas in the middle of the summer. It is hot. It is very hot. And just the idea of this isn't what I was expecting. I know it's a little bit later of a video because I really want to take it in and see if I can get any minor details that anyone missed and be able to share it in my video to give you guys the best content I can. But thank you so much for watching and stopping by. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Like this video up. Join the Discord. We stream on weekdays on Twitch at 7 o'clock Pacific Standard. So please come through. Without further ado, I will see you guys all in the next video. Thank you so much.